Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, my legends. Yeah, I am still trying to make that thing. How are we doing this evening? Well, in what's fast becoming a tradition with us, we have cause right here in front of us. Shall we crack this bad boy open? Okay. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay, hopefully the ASMR is coming through. Anybody else drinking alongside us tonight? Okay, in finest tradition as well, just to make sure that you can hear us and that the chat's working, everything is working. If you could leave us know where in the world are you watching this from as I bring up the live chat, just to make sure everything is okay. All right. Okay, yes, we are. Okay, bit of a ASMR challenge for you. Where in the world are we watching from? Just to leave me know my mic is working. Modelo for me, nice. I wish I was drinking a Modelo. Okay, first sip of the evening. Cheers, everyone. We made it another week. Phenomenal. Alongside it, I do have a cheeky tea as well. So this is a Swansea Fog. So this is Earl Grey tea with a little bit of like honey or something inside, sweetened up, frothed milk, and a little bit of cinnamon on top. It is a beautiful, beautiful winter drink. And I've been teaching all day today, so my throat is raw. But you're not here for that. You're not here to talk about my bonny blue throat. No! We're here to talk scouring. I am delighted, absolutely delighted to say I'm joined by a guest actually in studio. And here he is, boom!
Ooh, hello.
I'm going to say hello. This is Lawrence Beckett. No, not related. Okay, Lawrence, tell us how long you've been in the hobby for.
Since starting from the childhood, break.
Right, yes. So we all got into it when we were kids, going past a games workshop, and then we go to university. I will say, we don't discover girls. I always knew girls were a thing. Girls discover us.
Yeah, so we can say that, yeah.
Girls discover you, multiple women. Look at the Lothario, look at them, the apex of manhood. So women discover you, do the type thing, you come back to it. What was the thing that dragged you back?
So it was to stay in touch with my brother as we all bomb burst across the country. He'd stuck with Warhammer all through university and stuff. So he was always into it. So I got back into it. So we'd have something to easily talk about. And then I just fell down the YouTube rabbit hole of tutorials. Is he your older brother? Yeah, my oldest.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm curious with my own boys because I'm an only child. I don't have this dynamic in my life. If you do something, or if your brother does something and you do something, do you have to do it harder than him?
No, I don't think so. I think
that's
we
definitely
have
a yes.
Interests
Isn't it?
anyway. Yeah.
That's definitely a yes. Whatever you do.
But no, I did actually pass my driving test first. So.
Ah! Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. What was the thing that dragged you back in? What was the big ticket release?
There wasn't really one.
It was just sort of
everyone likes Space Marines, so I got some Space Marines and
YouTube rabbit hole is that where you discovered me?
It was deep. I think Instagram.
Yeah, because I don't really put much stuff up on you. Until these live streams, which have been an absolute godsend. I get to actually chat to the community out there. So we have people from sunny San Diego. Sunny, you son of a bitch. You know how cold it is in this country and how wet it is. Who else? Where else are we from? We have having a Ludlow Stairwell Pale Ale, California, in London. We have people from all over the world. We had somebody from Japan the other day.
Yeah, Ken.
Join in. And tonight we're here to talk about the Scouring. In particular, we are looking at your Scouring Era project. We also have this already loaded up for us. Oh, that's not good. That's not what I want. This is what I want. There we go. We have a list of second founding chapters up here, ready and raring to go. We also have a couple lined up. We want to be talking about the Angels in Carmine and the Obsidian Glaives, which is recommended to us by our Discord community. A couple of people on there who are looking into collecting those, so we want to talk about them. So Lawrence, Scouring's coming up. What faction do you want to collect for it?
So initially I went with my heart and was going to go with an Ultramarine Successor, but at the start it seemed like there weren't being many traitors chosen, so I thought I'd
you
go for something to go against you.
You're a bit of an Ultramarines fanboy.
Yeah.
And very early on I said I'm doing Flesh Tearers.
Yeah.
So you want to do the opposite to them?
Yeah, something to beat them up. So I'm going to go with some Sons of Horus-y warband thing.
And I think, like a lot of us, the decision was made when the new the Chaos Corsair Red Corsairs box set came out. And, a lot of people dived onto the challenge and declared for Chaos because of that box set. I mean, it feels like a Black Shield box set, almost. So you're going to be using those as the basis of your collection. Are you going to be changing them in any way? Like, what's the theme of the army?
Yeah, so I'm going to be mix and matching a lot of just random heresy kits I have lying around, and then on top of that I'll put the Red Corsairs, mix and match. I haven't got that many actual Space Marines in my list. I think there's only 15 power armoured ones. Yeah. A few Terminators, and then I'm taking some Solar Ox, some Traitor Guardsmen, because that's always been something I've wanted to do.
Yeah. How are you thinking about painting up your cultists? Not cultists, Solar Ox, like the human elements.
I haven't thought too much about them, but I'm thinking maybe something to offset the dark green I'm going for. Maybe some sort of black and red, or pretty like standard.
Yeah,
Chthonian headhunters kind of vibe.
It's a nice differentiation between them, because like everything's very power armored, and we're going to have a look. I mean, it might be worth having a look at what our community is actually pledging to. So the Scouring Era, for those living under a rock, encourages you to collect 1,500 points of 3rd ed. And it doesn't have to be 3rd edition heresy. It could be 2nd edition, whatever your community's into. Hell, you could do like 2nd. If you don't even play the damn game, it doesn't really matter. This is a jumping off point for your own creativity. But we are framing it around 3rd edition Horus Heresy, just because of the proliferation of the books and mainly the Black Shield rules. But on our community, on our Discord, we are encouraging people to not only submit what they're doing. So for me, Miles David, my faction, Flesh Tearers, I'm going to do unaligned, which is, it's not imperial, which I want to have it said, like there's a distinction between imperial, chaos, and unaligned. So I've had the Flesh Tearers unaligned. And then 1,500 points, I've added a little link to this document. Can I bring it up? I don't want to summarize this file, I want to see this file. So this is my Scouring Era Flesh Tearers. I've got a list of what I want to create in here. I'll also be putting some like additional materials in there as well, like a couple of visuals. And then completion date. So this will be completed by December, or start of December. 1,500 points, and then I've added an extra special challenge, the Oath of Sacrifice. So this is an additional challenge that you can pledge yourself to complete this. And I've said I want to create custom shoulder pads for the army, because the Flesh Tearers I don't envision just instantly diving off the edge of a cliff and becoming Flesh Tearers. There must have been that in-between period, that awkwardness between them being Blood Angels and Flesh Tearers. It's not clear distinction when that happened. But so far, how many signups we have? Jesus, okay, we've had more signups. And there's somebody in there, Anonymous Liger is in here at the moment. It could be Matteo, who is doing the 11th Company, Sons of Horus. Convert characters to look like 3rd ed chaos art as much as possible. And we're going to give you a shout out here. So on Instagram, it's at magicmito _ painting studio. There we go. So if you want to check him out. We have had 49 sign-ups so far, for agonizingly close to 50. So 49 sign-ups. We've got White Scars, Storm Lords. Oh, cool. Word Bearers, Iron Snakes, Nova Marines, and a few people have submitted lists as well, which we'll go through in its own live stream, its own special live stream we're looking at. Nemesis Chapter, Dawn Dragoons, Emperor's Children, Red Corsairs. Now this list you can find via our Patreon. You don't have to sign up if you're not a part of the Patreon. This is still accessible to you. It's still free for you to sign up. You just need to go and type in Scouring Era into Google, Scouring Era Patreon. it should be the first post up there. I posted up last night with links to this, our Discord community, and the free PDF outlining the challenge. So if you want to dive on, no sign-ups, you don't have to enter any details whatsoever, but you could become a part of this as well. At the end of the year at Warhammer World, we're all going to gather together, have a few games, have a few laughs, maybe punch each other a little bit, talk about what new discoveries are in the Epstein files, which is always a fun conversation. Yeah, Lawrence is, and yeah, that's just demonetized, doesn't it? Yeah, that's gone right there. Yeah, but if you can't make it to Warhammer World for whatever reason, every successful entrant into this will be receiving a lodge coin that we're getting a sculptor to make up, and I'll print them off and we'll send them off to you just as a congratulations, a well done on completing this 1,500 point challenge. Last month, the challenge was to submit an army list. If you haven't made it, no need to worry, don't worry, no need to panic, you can still participate. It's just writing up an army list. Pop it on here. And then this month's challenge is to produce a test piece. And I am delighted to say I have a test piece. And I am outrageously pleased with this scheme. So it's brush only. And I wanted to create, of course, flesh tearers. I wanted an interesting dark red that has room for maneuver, room to develop on there, lots of weathering. I'm pleased to say that Games Workshop make these decals, thank God, so I didn't need to buy them from like a sketchy third party. Third party decals are okay, but they're never as good as the Games Workshop ones, so it's nice to be able to find official ones that I can whack on there and produce a little test piece off. So I'm in full production mode at the moment, making miniatures that this month, oh, that's Lawrence up there. So this month I'm hoping to get a squad built by the end of the month, and then I can go into full paint mode next month. Again, if you've missed any of the previous months, just join in wherever you can, make up the time and join in. I want to shout it out to the chat. What would you collect in this era? If you haven't entered already, what would be your collection? What would you look to do? Like Lawrence, maybe a Sons of Horus Force based on the Reaver set, or something completely and utterly individual. Right, we are going to look at what we got up here. List of second founding chapters, because this is where the action seems to be concentrated, lots of second founding chapters. Let's put it up to the chat. What would you like us to look at first? What would you like to look at first? So I'm going to put that up in the chat. Chat, do your thing. Going to give it a couple of minutes while I just enjoy this cause. You're not drinking your cause? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I was going to open it on camera, you know, but...
Oh, okay, yeah.
A bit of ASMR.
Oh, God, that's good. Yeah. So if you were going to do Ultramarines in this collect, what would you do? Would you do the Legion?
Was it the Praetors of Orpheus? And go with a breacher or boarding shield vibe. Do some nice...
So why breaching shields? Why?
Just the opportunity to do some nice, what was it, heraldry for each individual guy. Yeah. And I think I would have said it in kind of like assaulting a forge temple. Yeah.
That would be nice. And we have talked about, I mean, we've talked about this extensively, like off camera, that the second founding chapters, they're based on like chapter heroes. And Lawrence is absolutely obsessed. Well, I don't know, obsessed might be a strong word, like Captain Orfeo from Betrayer.
I think it's sad, yeah, but I wouldn't say obsessed.
Obsessed.
He deserved better. He would have taken Khan, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, I think he would have. In that state, yeah, he was like an elder statesman, master swordsman. I think he was getting the better of him, yeah. But that tragic scene, and he was a senior trainer on Armatura, right? So there would have been other people, aspirants, other legionnaires who knew him, who were out in the universe doing their thing. So you could easily see them banding together to pay tribute to him. What was it, Sons of Orpheus is the name?
I think
Praetors of Orpheus, there we go. Take on his heraldry and do their own thing. Okay, I'm not sure if the chat is quite doing this thing, or maybe my chat has stopped. But you know what? Since Lawrence has brought them up, I'm going to do Praetors of Orpheus. I wonder these. Yeah, it looks like these are in alphabetical order. So I'm going to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, M, N, O, P, Praetors of Orpheus. Okay, I can pretty much guarantee with no, let's get rid, can I get rid of this advert? Yeah, no uncertainty that a lot of these second founded Ultramarines chapters tend to be more hardline adherence to the chapter rather than like doing anything interesting, or because all the Blood Angel chapters tend to be, they're like Blood Angels, but they suffer from the Black Rage even worse. The Dark Angels are even more secretive. They tend to take on that core chapter trait and just exacerbate it by such a degree. Praetors of Orpheus then, let's have a little look-see at them. So the Praetors of Orpheus, loyalist, yep, that's a good start. Many believe two organizations are tied by more than shared service in the Emperor's name, and the Praetors have shared personal goals with the Mechanicus in the past. Okay. They have an understanding of imperial science and technology second only to other tech priests. Oh.
Yeah, so maybe we'll go back and say they developed their good relationship with the Mechanicus because they were taking back so many Forge Worlds for them, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what the theme I was going for, I think.
That's really nice. Okay, so we have a larger number of Praetors of Orpheus who undergone cybernetic augmentation with bionics. Would lend weight to this theory. The Praetors of Orpheus are currently active in star systems neighbouring Pavonis. Okay, right, that's interesting. So it's not like the usual Ultramarine thing of we're Ultramarines, just even more so.
Yeah.
That's quite cool. I mean, the colour scheme's nice as well, like the white and the blue. I'm not quite sure about the blue bolter or the blue
trim.
Yeah, trim. Like, would you change that scheme at all?
Yeah, maybe have like a mess around, see what looks good. I was thinking if I did it, it would have been more Ultramarines and then a throw to the shoulder pad, kind of like we all do with Flesh Terrors. But I was going to have some Inductii, and because they're in the rules already like a tactical squad, I just have them fully Praetors of Orpheus colour scheme. Because they just go straight into it. They get their new armor and
yeah, I think that'd be a good change to make because the blue backpack, the blue trim, the blue bolter. It's like a lot of the Ultramarine chapters just feel a little bit babyish almost.
Yeah.
If like that white and blue, and it's like a light blue as well. So having the armor blue like an Ultramarine, but then white shoulder pads with the internal mechanisms of them being blue, I think would be. And that's one of the nice things about this era. We don't know what the Praetors of Orpheus looked like during the Scouring. So it opens up the opportunity to just do whatever the hell you want with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. What else is here? Second founded Successor chapter. They were considered one of the honoured primogenitors. Praetors maintained their fortress monastery on the world Orpheus Prime, within a vast subterranean complex called the Labyrinth of Orphea. They're not very good at naming stuff, are they? The chapter's famous for disciplined approach to the Codex Astartes. Yes. This occasionally causes the chapter to offend its allies. Yes. But also means that on the battlefield, Praetors operate like a perfectly calibrated engine of war. With the chapters, with the resurrection of the chapters, okay, we don't want to know that. Notable campaigns, chapter beliefs, chapter relics, Orphean key, specialized combi tool used exclusively by the Praetors of Orpheus chapter. Tech lore, the Praetors of Orpheus is justly renowned, both for secrets shared by the machine cult. This combi tool can serve as an Auspex. That's really boring. That's not like a power fist or like an awesome sword.
A Swiss Army knife. Yeah.
It's a car key, like it's an electric car key. Boop, 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 boop. That's so disappointing. Like other chapters we've read about have like an awesome power fist or a sword.
Yeah, a massive chain sword. Now you got a multi-tool.
A multi-tool. Advanced cogitator pack. So it's a key with AI stuck in it. It can. Oh, that's so disappointing. Notable Praetors of Orpheus. Okay, Tech Marine. Chapter appearance, chapter colors. Okay, so this, canon conflict, okay. Imperial Armor Volume 2, the Praetors of Orpheus chapter Homeworld is Beta Intebles 2. And in Codex Space Marine 6th edition, the Praetors of Orpheus chapter was known as Orpheus Prime. I prefer the first one, the Imperial Armor one. Beta Intebles 2. So, I mean, what do we think, chat? It's, I guess, with a lack of detail there, it gives us opportunity to explore. I mean, the only thing we really learned from that is that they have close ties to the Mechanicum.
Yeah. You could maybe do a mix then, of Ultramarines and some Mechanicum allies. I thought about doing that with the Sons of Horus, but I tried reading the rules and I got really confused and I gave up.
Has anybody else had that reading? Because I've done exactly the same thing. Like I had to download an app called, what is it? New Recruit. And even then, like it kept coming up with error signals.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do this. I couldn't. Yeah. So that drove me. Okay, let's have a look at the. Okay. The bag, still Sons of Horus, but getting increasingly tempted by the Angels Vermillion. Luckily, you should say that. We're going to be having a look at them earlier. So we're going to leave that discussion to a little bit later because they might not be as wholesome as they appear on the surface, which is another really nice aspect of this lore. Okay, Waller, Black Templars 3D Art Edition inspired. So that's something I'll be put up on the Patreon in the next couple of weeks. So last week on the Patreon, I did ask what test scheme you want produced for the Scouring project first. You're a very kind community. Give me the Flesh Tearers. But Lawrence, we're going to be talking about this. What will the next tutorial after the Flesh Tearers be?
Yeah.
When you think of Scouring Era chapters, you do automatically go Crimson Fists, Black Templars. What are the like second founding chapters just instantly pop into your head?
There aren't any.
No, really? Success?
No, because
you're too young.
I know.
That's your problem.
I mean, I like Salamanders, and they don't have any. So
yeah, they got absolutely ruined.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that's a good question. Like, what is the very first Successor chapter you instantly think of? Like that flash image in your brain. What is the first one that you see? For me, it was Flesh Tearers.
Do you think Crimson Fists?
Crimson Fists?
Yeah, it's one of my favourites. Like a really dark blue armour, a nice red, and then on a snowy base, I think would be just really nice.
I mean, it's that initial like rogue trader artwork, right? And the Crimson Fists were used so much in that initial cycle run, and you even had like the 3rd edition Space Marine Codex with the Crimson Fists on the front cover, like with
way before my time.
Oh my god!
There was a White Dwarf, and they did a Tale of Four Gamers, and the guy did Crimson Fists.
Yeah,
and that's what resonates with me.
Yeah, that was really cool. Okay, Regular Bear says Doctor Who Screwdriver 40k edition. Yeah, I don't think it's even as cool as a sonic screwdriver. That key, that's just such a disappointment piece of lore. Okay, also watching from Soggy, Suffolk. Yeah, it's miserable in the UK right now. Ultimate Olive says, love me Codex, 8 traitors, simple as.
Bosh.
That is one of the problems we are having with this challenge. Like, overwhelmingly, there are people are coming down on the loyalist side. I got a little bit of a pet theory behind this, though. It's because during the heresy, the changes in the traitors happened at that period in the heresy.
Yeah.
So think Emperor's Children, they go through their apotheosis, world eaters. And in the Scouring Era, they're changed, but then broken. So Scalanthrax, like places like that. Whereas the Imperials go through their change in the Scouring Era, the devolution of the legions, the breakup of them, the rise of individual imperial authorities within those structures. So I think the greatest moment of change for the Imperials happened in this period of history. That's why they're so like engaging. That's why we're looking at Successor chapters and
not war bands. I mean, there's not really much written about the war bands either, is there? So it's not got that nostalgia bait.
I think that's it.
Or the lore written about it.
There's a couple of bits and pieces, I think, like the 4th, 5th edition Chaos Codex, but they very much try to focus on those aspects on those chapters that weren't like the mainline legions, just to inject a little bit of flavour. But how often do you see somebody collect a Chaos Marine army that isn't Black Legion or Night Lords or Alpha Legion, who collects that individual warband, like the Flawless Host or...
And like in a way, I feel with the way 40k's gone, Chaos has kind of lost its identity and it's been, segregated.
Yeah, you don't collect like a Flawless Host warband. You collect Emperor's Children, Black Legion.
Yeah.
You don't even collect generic Chaos Marines anymore. It's all Black Legion.
Yeah, there's not as well Black Legion or Red Corsairs now, isn't it? There's your two options.
Yeah. There you go for generic Marines. Yeah, I mean, so overwhelmingly we are seeing a lot of scouring projects being centered around loyalist chapters. But if you want to buck the trend, if you want to be a hipster and go the other way, please sign up. We need you. We need a lot of those fleeing traitors. Okay, regular bear raptors. We're going to do those in the next live stream because
they're the sneaky, popular. Not sneaky as in the Raven Guard, they're sneaky, but like
they got a bit
underlying, got a lot of support, and a lot of people like raptors.
Do you think it's because of the animation? Oh god, it's that cause. It's so fizzy. Fuck. Do you think it's because of the Astartes animation?
Maybe. Yeah, the teaser one he did.
Yeah.
Could be. And the green's different, and people may be attached to the sensible Marine.
Because they're more militaristic in nature, right? They mirror the tactics we would recognise in like modern warfare today.
Yeah.
Think that's fair to say?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, unlike Flesh Terrors, who are just like a bunch of berserkers running ahead.
Get in the APC and go forward.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the Raptors do actually use battle tactics. Black Templars, right. Okay, what have we got? Yeah, Black Templars are the first Successor chapter that come to mind. I think, that's 3rd edition box set with John Blanche. I think when we come to the Flesh Terrors, the Black Templars, we're going to have to do a live stream just on them. Like I'm already gearing up materials to just do Flesh Terrors and present my view of them in the Scouring Era rather than the 40k version of them. Lawrence is making me feel too old. Oh, do you want to get worse?
Sorry.
Lawrence, how old are you?
12. 28.
The Legend Studio or Epstein's Island? No, not making those jokes. No,
we're not.
You could be the face of it.
Of what?
That joke.
Oh.
No, so you're 24? 8? Yeah. You've told me this so many times. And I can't.
I know, that's because you're like even older. You just forget things.
Yeah, that's alarmingly true. That's not even a joke. You've just touched a very sensitive
nerve.
Sorry.
Cancel it.
Cancel the stream. I'm 40 this year. You're looking at me like I'm already dead. I feel like I'm already dead. Yeah. But 28. But what's your first memory of Warhammer? What's the first miniature you bought?
We got some random ones in like a biscuit tub from a charity shop. It was like really old Necromunda ones, like the metal ones, and then there was a metal dreadnought and some Space Wolves, I think.
What's the first miniature you went into a store to buy?
I have no idea. Yeah.
Do you remember what box set was, like what edition of 40k it was?
It might have been like the Dark Angels when they got released.
Okay, so like Assault and Black Reach-ish?
Yeah, or the Battle for Macragge with the broken ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we're dealing with.
Dating me, yeah.
Yeah, that's the carbon dating. Hobby tourist. Right. What else we got? Message held for review. No, we can show that. It's like it's just a little face with a gun. Yeah, you could come in like eBay. YouTube flagged that. Okay, traitors from this period. Oh, right. Okay, Luke. Traitors from this period are so interesting to me. Coming to terms with failing at the final hurdle on Terra, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Yeah. So, weirdly, when I was collecting my Sons of Horus, I was thinking along these lines that when I painted Abaddon or when I did my Legionnaires, they were very much like later era Sons of Horus, and I loved the idea of them falling back from Terra, because it wouldn't have been like a clean run to the Eye of Terror. That wouldn't have been their first idea. Oh, let's book it, lads, to the Eye of Terror. So I wanted to explore those battles, and I could just imagine Abaddon falling back around his like Dark Empire, because he's still got the supply lines.
Yeah, you'd assume there'd be some attempt to regroup and, you know, try get back in the game, but
I was thinking like they might regroup and then think, oh shit, what now?
yeah. I mean, there must have been some more other big battles, you know, once they fall back out
Yeah.
the system, get some supply ships, and like, okay, let's go back in, and then like, oh my god, there's 3 legions coming at us that haven't been touched.
And the Sons of Horus were famously hunted at this time as well, so
Yeah.
they might have fallen back in bad order, regrouped, and then just get attacked by their own.
Yeah, I imagine the word bearers would have put some hits out on them
Yeah,
after what happened. So.
Perturabo, because he's doing some work in the Ashes of the Imperium book. Yeah, word bearers, the Noise Marine Slash, they'd be all over the place. They just all be gunning for each other for resources because they've just break down that central structure. They have no like rallying banner behind them. They don't have a cause anymore.
No, or the figurehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at this time, the Scouring, the Imperials have a mission to kill the Traitors. That's their main thoroughfare. Well, it could be seen as like, that's their mission, kill the traitor. But what's the traitor side of it? What's their overarching vision? They don't really have one other than...
And like Primarch-wise, the loyalist ones argue, but they don't try and kill each other, whereas, you know, the traitor ones were trying to kill each other before Horus was gone.
Yeah.
And he was kind of the only thing holding them together, but he even then alienated them. And
so the closest thing I can think of is the lion and the wolf, Lehman Russ.
Yeah.
Because they read in like, and the lion stabbed Russ through the heart on Terra. But that's like the closest thing I could think of to another internal. So this is what I want to see from the series, the Ashes of the Imperium and the Scouring Era. I want to see the flare-ups between the Primarchs. I want to see the battles that happened that had to be ripped out of the records and thrown away.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see some internal strife, some like another civil war maybe, where they gouge at each other. Yeah, I want to see that.
That'd be intense.
I want to see somebody go after Guilliman. Dawn and Guilliman maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. What do you want to see? Because this is about you. It's not about us. Like, what conflicts do you want to see? What loyalist Primarchs do you want to see go up against each other in this time, in this period?
In a way, they kind of all just end up running off and getting themselves killed or disappeared. Not killed.
Yeah, I mean, Korax, his last words were nevermore. Yeah, and Chikate Khan had a badass one. Yeah. He just blasted into the webway on the bike.
Lehman Russ just ran into the Eye of Terror. The lion went home and fell asleep.
Died.
Yeah.
Fell asleep, died. Yeah, Gilliman got murked in the throat.
Yeah.
By is it Alfar? No, he killed Alfarius or Omegan, didn't he?
It was Fulgrim got him.
Fulgrim got him.
Yeah.
But this is all like really shaky lore. That, I mean, Dawn, for example, like I think in one of the lore segments he gets ripped apart by cultists, and the only thing they discover of him is a hand.
Yeah.
And that's a really underwhelming way to go out for Dawn. But I might be misremembering that. Yeah, what conflicts do you want to see in this time period? Okay, let's have a little look at the comments. I blame Space Marine Battles books. Okay, Lawrence is making me feel too old. Yep, right. Okay, so we have, one of the ideas I've had, this is from the bag, which I think can run the Black Shield rules, is no characters as the rank and file killed off their officers yeah, that's a really good one. Like,
yeah,
you've all failed us, bang in the back, mutiny.
Seems quite Night Lordsy.
I can imagine Emperor's Children do that. I can imagine, Iron Hands doing that as well. Oh no, Iron Warriors.
Or Iron Hands as well.
Yeah. Raven Guard, because they pissed off at the guys who took over, like Terran veterans took over the Legion.
Yeah.
They're pissed off with them. You've led us into ruin. Civil war or not, we don't like the direction of this. Bang. Yeah, that's a great stuff. Okay, should we look at another one? Let's do this. The cause is in my system now. Okay, Obsidian Glaives. This was not so much a request. It's something we talk about in the Discord. But one of our members made the link between these and a possible Traitor Legion. So let's have a look at them. So the Obsidian Glaives, dramatic reading, strength is greatest when focused into an unyielding fist.
Strong when you punch things.
Yeah. Apt for a chapter called the Obsidian Glaives. Okay, so the Obsidian Glaives, second founding successor chapter from the Ultramarines. Okay, so even like whenever you see a successor chapter from the Ultramarines, it is instantly fishy because they folded so many, not traitor elements, but
Characters of ill repute.
into their force, under a shield. And you wonder why they did this as well. Like, did they need the political clout? Did they need boots on the ground to force their agenda? And we saw that in the Ashes of the Imperium book, that Gilliman's doing everything to rally his political will to him. Is that a knock at the door?
Yeah, it sounded like it, yeah.
I'm just going to ignore it unless they're going to knock again. Right, okay. Obsidian Glaives were recorded as having been annihilated. When the homeworld of Obsidia was invaded Greensing hordes. Okay. So again, this is like another red flag. Whenever you see like a chapter get utterly destroyed and they like are resurrected later on, it could be some unknown gene seed that are being used by the Inquisition. They reborn for like a political reason. But this happens so much after the Scouring Era, we don't really need to worry about it. Okay, so they were a successor chapter of Ultramarines founded in the dark days following the Horus Heresy. Okay, they were composed of highly disciplined and courageous warriors. The chapter continued to remain true to the teachings of the Codex Astartes. Yep, of course they did. Okay,
Take a shot every time a Ultramarine successor.
Come on, community. Let's foster bad habits. Okay, a bunch of freebooters messed them up. Okay, there's not like a tremendous amount of detail on there. I want to see where I can find this chat very, very quickly because it was really good. Okay, Nigel. Okay, I'm going to read this out verbatim. Changing my pledge, I haven't really come up with anything substantial, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Death Guard Black Shields, who eventually become the Obsidian Glaives, a second founding chapter attributed to the Ultramarines. Again, very fishy. Due to the nature of their allegiance, dubious at the onset of the heresy, their records are redacted and they are absorbed into the Ultramarines just prior to being dissolved into their own chapter. Okay, phenomenal. I'm wondering, Nigel, if you are watching,
I think
live or otherwise.
Be Ultimate Olive.
Ultimate
in
Olive.
The chat.
Oh, okay. Where are you? Ultimate. Is that you, Ultimate Olive? Recruitment section of the wiki. Okay, let's have a look. Chapter recruitment. Neophytes, criminal youths have been sentenced to death. Youth would be brought to the chapter's fortress monastery, dimly lit cell. Finally, the chaplains would offer the youth a chance to be punished appropriately in portion of their heinous crimes. Okay, they would not be executed, but go on to live their entire life in punishment. Yeah, sounds like a death guard. Or word bearers. Okay, is there a particular bit we need to look at? Anything I'm just skim reading this at the moment. Painful surgeries, yep. For someone without genetic augmentations, Obsidian Glaive, or there's augmentations. Death sentence, yep. A recruit could find shade in this. Okay, this might be it. If a recruit could not find shade from the sun's intense radiation, he would die. It was that simple. The Obsidian Glaives did not welcome new recruits who were willing to lie down on the scalding rocks and accept death. Awesome. Seeking shelter, a recruit would attempt to find some sort of hiding, so maybe something to do with the... I can't find anything that directly links them to the Death Guard, but I could just be missing something really huge here. Fortress Monastery, chapter beliefs. Okay, Obsidian culture centered around punishment for Space Marines. So yeah, the idea of like punishment of past transgressions could be something there. But do we have any pictures of these guys? Of Obsidian Glaive. Oh, okay. So there's a couple on here. We have this one. So it's like two glaives cross-linked with each other. Look at this Obsidian Glaive. I think this is a fan-made chapter supplement. But this is, I mean, yeah, like desaturated, death guardy. But if I've missed anything really obvious, let me know. They have to climb a rock mountain surrounded by radiation. Yeah, okay, so that could be it. That could be the signal and call for that. Like either way, I love the interpretation of it. I mean, I was chatting to a student earlier about this, that back in my day, when I started this hobby, after whenever he was born, whenever Lawrence was born, 2000, when were you born?
97.
97. Fuck off.
It's all the 90s. It's not 2000.
97. When you were born in 1997. Right, okay. When did second edition come out? I think that was 96. Rogue Trader, I think, came out in 87. I was born in 86. Anyway, I can't remember my original point now. You're young, I'm old.
Yeah, that's why you can't remember your point.
Yeah, it's already starting to set in. Yeah, shit. Radiation. Yeah, back in my day, you were very heavily encouraged to use this setting as like a sandbox and go off and tell your own batshit crazy stories. There's a little bit more entrepreneurialism when it comes to the lore and the interpretation, how you apply the rules to your own lore. I don't know whether it's just like a confirmation bias thing, just being terminally online all the time, but it does feel like people almost need permission from Games Workshop to do certain things. Like, for example, the new Skitarii miniatures coming out for 30k. The comments I see underneath those posts, I wish they'd bring out something like this for 40k.
Yeah.
Just use them in 40k.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. It's gone a bit too hardcore, I guess. More like there is a lot of, I don't know, it does seem weird, like the culture shift. I know when I was a kid, it was like I made more chapters than I had Space Marines, but now it's very much, this is the Iron Hands army. You have to paint them as Iron Hands, and we say that collecting Heresy, where it's all very you must paint them.
Rivet counters. And that's part of the pleasure of I guess, like collecting Horus Heresy armies to get like the historical accuracy of it. But there's still room for interpretation. Like Clan whatever has this symbol, and I could paint the shoulder pads red. I mean, oh god, the amount of not abuse and like I'm over exaggerating it, but some of the mildly irritating comments I've had on social media about the Deathwing Saturnine Terminators I've painted. There were no white Deathwing Saturnine Terminators. Like, there are, because I've painted them, and now they exist.
Yeah.
What do you think about female custodies? No, we're not getting on that. Okay, yeah. Do you subscribe to this like authorial entrepreneurialism in your own lore? But yeah, I love that. I mean, so what's his name? Nigel. He's found like a little sliver, a little gap in the lore that he's able to exploit and make this whole new thing. And okay, if it's not officially supported, who cares? Because when he creates it, oh god, I forgot. It's so fizzy. Fuck. Okay. These are fan made, these ones on here, but they are parallels crossed with Scythe's imagery, Heresy Guard as well. Second edition was in 1994. That box set predates you by 97, you were 3 years.
Yeah, but you can't just go around saying, look at that, it's older than you.
It's part of the pleasure of being older. That's older than you.
Yeah.
You know nothing, you. I'm going to drink another bit of cold. Okay, what should we look at next? This one I've been saving because the bag in chat has talked about. So as a community, we've kind of like been gathering materials for the Scouring Era, and one of the best resources out there, one of the best videos I've seen is from arbitrator Ian, rounding up the second founding chapters in something like 15 minutes. But on this channel, he explored the idea of the angels in Carmine not quite being as angelic as they present themselves. Okay, Chapter Master Castellan Zargo. Zargo. That's a odd name.
Yeah.
Okay, we are the angels in Carmine. Every day is a day for death. This is a bit rage bait. Is a bit. I feel like I need to do this.
Emo, yeah.
Yeah. Say that. Okay. Raven Guard Successors, maybe. Okay. Second founding chapter considered the fellow successors the most aloof, displaying an unusually contemptuous disregard for the weak. That chapter symbol's a little bit weird as well.
Suspicious.
Suspicious, yeah. Indeed, their arrogance surpasses that of the Blood Angels themselves. Oh, it is said that the Blood Angels archivist that no chapter of the Adeptus Astartes is as active as the Angels in Carmine. Previous chapter master Castellan Zargo could not rest at peace, and so forever sought opportunities to lead his brothers on campaign. As a result, the Angels in Carmine are rarely at full strength, numbers worn down by battle. Okay, they lack in numerical strength, however, more compensated for and further, just throwing themselves like idiots at the front lines. Okay, for all the glorious victories, it is worrying to note that the Angels in Carmine rarely take to the field in a major engagement without their death company numbering at least 30 battle brothers. This 30,
it's oddly specific, isn't it? Yeah.
30. Okay, I wonder what significance that has. And we don't know, by the way. We're just theorizing. This observation implies an increasing instability. I think when they wrote this, like they often have like companies deployed as 100 Marines.
Yeah.
So they wanted 30 as.
It's a big chunk.
There's a lot of them. Yeah, a big chunk. Yeah, rather than have it like a ritualistic significance. Okay, so this is the color scheme. Very nice. I mean, they look like Blood Angels with black trims, black backpacks. Fairly easy to do. They share many traits with a primogenitor. Curse manifests itself among the said chapters active. Yep, okay. It's been said few other chapters can match the battle honors they've earned. Okay. Rarely is any time given to recuperation. Yep, okay. This means surmise in Carmine fight this manner to stave off the worst effects of the gene-seeded flaw. Yep. Okay. Those Angels of Carmine. Okay. Right. So that's pretty generic. Notable campaigns. Right. There is something in here. Right, okay, so I think this is the detail we were looking to find, the Achilles Crusade. During the chapter's restless nature and desire to prosecute the foes of the Imperium, this is 801 M41. So when would that be? Is that the Scouring Era?
I think it's
just after?
Oh, like towards the end.
Towards the end of the... Okay.
Well, into
great.
Wasn't it like 10,000 years after now?
For confirmation bias, let's just say it's around the Scouring Era.
Let's just make it up. Yeah.
Let's ignore this and completely make it up. Yeah.
Typo. It should be a 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, they took a series of fleet actions against renegade vessels, and especially against the desolated class battleship Symphony of Pain, which the Angels and Carmine fought their way from boarding point through twisted winding corridors, demon possessed. Oh, is this the one we're looking for? Oh no.
Got the wrong one.
I think that was it. So
Angels Vermillion, not in Carmine.
Ah, right. We're looking at the wrong Angels. Oh, Angel Vermillion we need.
Yeah.
Because there's such a cool piece of lore that I uncovered that I don't want to leave this live stream without at least touching on it. Okay. Right. Right. The Angels Vermillion shun all contact. Ooh, suspicious. With their parent chapters and bear the curse of solitude. While imperial records of the chapter exploits since the second founding have been nothing short of exemplary, one wonders about the cause of their self-imposed exile, whether simply a shame must be endured or something darker. Right, okay. 9th chapter of Blood Angels Legion was known as the Angels Vermillion. Elements of the chapter participate in the Scouring of the Nostromo sector. Now this is important. Led by Praetor Kalon, until his death on Sothis, 07M31, and hereafter by Praetor Verasis. Okay. They discovered the crashed Shroud of Eventide, a vessel of Captain Ophion of the Night Lords on Kayla, salvaging it and renaming it the Crimson Intent, in preparation for the coming edict of the second founding. So that's where the discrepancy comes in. Now, this is the sorrowing. Okay, but this is where we have that chunk, that little chink in the historical records, how it's unbelievably fortuitous for a Blood Angel vessel to turn up to scour the Nostromo sector of Night Lords, going into a boarding action, and then coming out being renamed as something else.
Yeah, and then avoiding all contact with everyone else. Wasn't there something in another one about not taking off their helmets?
I think that was the Angel and Carmine.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and I think so chatting with the student earlier that it might be something to do with their orange skin, like it goes bright orange because they're gene seed floor. But with this, so the theory goes that the Night Lords, the remaining Night Lords of this sector, managed to overtake the Blood Angel strike vehicle, rename themselves as Angels Vermillion. Is it Angels Vermillion? Let me get the right Angels Vermillion, and then book it out of there and just claim allegiance. Like, oh yeah, we're ninth members. Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if there's anything in here more aggressive in there.
The symbol?
The symbol.
Is that on there?
Sorrowing. What's that? Dark, passed down through millennium, many generations, every 50 years. They fatally drain the blood of a portion of the population of Coronel. Okay, so they descend on a planet and just let loose.
I mean, that's what the Night Lords did, isn't it?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Epstein then.
No, well, no.
No, he didn't do
No.
anything. Right, so this is the symbol.
That's a big giveaway, isn't it?
Oh, the people on screen can't see it. Just see my fat head. There we go. So that's the chapter symbol. It's a Blood Angel symbol with a skull inside it. But again, it's that nice little thoroughfare, that nice little nod into the discrepancies that could occur at this time, and just like how loosey-goosey. We're talking about a time that is famous for its redactions of ripping out the pages of history, burning them, and going through like a lot of Project Paperclip type movements. When you're thinking of the Carcharodons, their first chapter master, could maybe be Sevatar. And I'd like to think that there are lots of maybe surviving chapters like this who were traitors or otherwise that were somehow folded into the imperial hierarchy and shipped back out.
I mean, things like in 40k, you don't really get traitors that turn loyalists, but throughout the whole Horus Heresy books, there's loads of traitor legions that were loyalist, and you know, all the Malcador's knights and stuff.
Yeah, right. Okay, guys, that's everything we wanted to go through for tonight. We'll be wrapping this up in the next 10 minutes. If there's anything else you want to ask us about this, the Scouring Era Challenge, anything at all, whack the questions in right now. If you found any lore discrepancies, if you found any of these little like chinks in Imperial history that you want to exploit in your own challenges, let us know, because the group chat is proving, I mean, I'm basing these live streams off the things we discussed in there right now. There's just such a wealth of information to mine. Okay, talking about conspiracy theories, not like that, I swear to God. What's your favourite Warhammer conspiracy theory? Or deep lore cut, or just oddity in the lore?
Oh, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah. I'll talk about mine, because I think I got one ready. Star Child. The whole thing behind the Star Child, and how this batshit crazy idea of how the Emperor is able to separate a portion of his soul out, like this good portion, the portion that like heals people.
Oh yeah.
That how he was able to like that little piece of lore that so fizzy, and when you start talking, it gets even worse. I'm trying to reconcile with all like the retcons over the year. So in the back of the 3rd edition rule book, there's a piece in there by an Inquisitor who hunts down the Sensei, who are psychically reactive mortals, but are tuned into the frequency of the Star Child, not the warp. So when they access the warp, it's not the bad side of the warp.
Okay.
It's the Star Child. But there's a report done by an Inquisitor where they hunt that sect down and they do away with them, only for that piece of lore to pop up again later on at the End in the Death series. The Emperor, before he commits to battle before Horus, like he separates a bit of his soul out and chucks it on the tide of the warp, and that becomes the Star Child. Now, how that's going to be exploited later on, maybe we'll see in some of the Inquisitorial stuff, maybe. Another one I really like is the Dead Emperor theory, but have you thought of one?
The Tyranids are the good guys.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Justify it.
I just heard it somewhere.
I guess it's because they don't...
Why not?
They don't subscribe to ideas of good and evil.
Yeah, they're very inclusive.
They are.
Yeah.
Everyone
is
they
biomass.
have female.
Yeah.
They have female hormigants.
Yeah.
No issues with biology there. And they're not doing it for like cruel reasons. They're doing it just because they're hungry.
Yeah. Well, apparently, I also heard they're running away from something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is what I love about lore in general, like whatever fandom you subscribe to. That kind of question is way more enduring and way more interesting than ever answering it. Because if they ever answer that question, it's not going to be anywhere near as cool as the thing you've got in your head, like that hidden shrouded thing that you've got. Yeah. Okay. What about, okay. Not me planning to use Sevator as the lead of the Cacaradons project. Yeah, that is, I've seen somebody else do that. It's an absolute killer project. Well, thank you so much for tuning in with this Scouring Era special, joined by my special guest, Lawrence. Hope you've enjoyed it. We are going to be doing another one next week. We are still making our way through the cores. We'll be talking through another couple of Successor chapters. We'll be looking at a little bit of the lore, famous conspiracy theories, and maybe we can explore the Dead Emperor theory a little bit more. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next time. Oh, don't forget to join up and like, subscribe, all that chat. How do I stop this? This is always such an awkward segment.
Big blue button.